Ace K is in action again today in the Vic Health Cup, and you'll see him live on the wide world of sport. He's only a 3-year-old racing against older horses, but he'll win. And the other Melbourne race we're doing, the Underwood Stakes at Weight for Age, Jean is running, the Melbourne Cup winner, but I like number 5, Baryshnikov. And the action is no less exciting up here in Sydney, where we see Danewin and company run in the George Main Stakes. I think Danewin will win. I think he's an absolute crackerjack racehorse, and he's certainly my selection. In the race before that, the Japan Trophy Cup of 2,400 metres, I like the Tommy Smith trained Electronic. I think she can beat Joy Denise. I shouldn't say the Tommy Smith trained, that's out of habit. It's trained by his daughter, Gay Waterhouse, and will be ridden by Shane Dye. Electronic in race 5, TAB number 5, Danewin in race 6, TAB number 8, and we're also doing race 7, the Bill Ritchie handicap, and I like TAB number 5, Flight to Fantasy. All the champs in action today, you stay tuned. Thanks, Bear.
Go on, you can, thank you. Now it's
Kenny.
Yeah, thanks very much, Max. Well, down in Caulfield, they tell me that on course they bet as much as 6-4 our Mace K, but on the tote he's at 5-4 on the Victorian TAB, $1.80 return for $1 investment. All our mob at $12, Cut Up Rough at $6, he's second favourite. You Remember $17, Blue Boston Centil are both at $34. Our Maze K, the Kiwi, to be ridden by Brian York, an ex-Kiwi, $1.80. Just Awesome at $21, Social Rule at $34, Talander from the Lee Friedman stable is at $13, Bourbon and Ice showing at 50-1 or $51, Ascetic Rule at $34, Sober Suit 30-1 or $31, Petite Amour nearly double that, $61, Hunza Court just a touch shorter with bookies at $21, and Plushka another 60-1 chance. It's over 1,400 metres, the Vic Health Cup, and it's a Group 1 race. Later you'll be seeing a Group 1 race from Randwick, the George Main Stakes, in which Danewin will be the favourite, but this is Group 1 from Caulfield. The hot favourite is the Kiwi, our Mace K, and well, I hope he wins. Be great for racing. Your caller in Melbourne will be John Russell. Let me see, there looks like there might be just a little bit of rain starting to fall there. We see a few of the attendants in rain jackets. It was fine there earlier in the day, but perhaps just become a little overcast. Okay, a few still to go in, but I think they can paint the picture down at Caulfield. Here's John Russell.
Move up. Trained on the track here by Tony Vassler, last start winner here. Ascetic Ruler. Social Rule comes in. Ascetic Ruler goes up, waiting for St Isle to complete the line. They'll soon be set for the Vic Health Cup. 1,400 metres the distance of the event. And they're all ready. Hello, St Isle through the barrier. Anxious to go apparently, and burst through the front of the stores, quickly reined in by David Taggart. So no harm done. And unfortunately rain falling here again. And we haven't seen any sun at Caulfield, I regret to say. And David Taggart about to bring St Isle up to position again. St Isle coming forward. Our Maze K standing in well, Cut Up Rough in the fluorescent colours, Cut Up Rough on the inside. And now they're ready. Line good, they're racing. And our Maze K, one of the first into stride from Cut Up Rough, who began well and out quickly as Hunza Court. You Remember showing speed, followed by Talander. All our mob got away well also, and so did Plushka, followed by Bourbon and Ice and Petite Amour around the outsider. Dropping in behind them, Social Rule on the rails. A length and a half, Just Awesome, followed by Blue Boss St Isle. Sober Suit second last, and last of all is Ascetic Ruler on the railway side. 1,000 to go, and it's all our mob going up on the outside to tackle our Maze K. Length to Hunza Court, followed by Plushka. In behind them then is Cut Up Rough, being followed by You Remember, Petite Amour, Social Rule the rails. Half a length further back is Bourbon and Ice. A length and a half back behind them, St Isle on the outside of Talander from Blue Boss, Just Awesome as well back. Sober Suit second last, and last Ascetic Ruler coming up to the 600. Our Maze K a half length to Hunza Court. All our mob is third. Plushka around the outside. Cut Up Rough in behind the leaders looking for a runner. Then came You Remember, followed close up on the outside Petite Amour, Social Rule, Bourbon and Ice as they swing for home. 400 to go. Our Maze K the leader being tackled by Hunza Court, looming up on the outside as they set sail for home. Our Maze K's kicked away a length and a half. Cut Up Rough is now in the clear, starting to run on well. You Remember down the outside, followed by all our mob. Our Maze K about to be tackled by Cut Up Rough, who's coming at it. Our Maze K a half length. Cut Up Rough is almost level. Our Maze K fighting on. Cut Up Rough grabbing our Maze K as they go to the line. Oh, I think our Maze K may have just lasted from Cut Up Rough and a head bobber, and tight for third, Social Rule, and You Remember, followed by Hunza Quarter. Next home, Sober Suit, followed by All Our Mob, Ascetic Ruler, Bourbon and Ice Plushka, followed by St. Isle. Further back then is Just Awesome, followed by well back in the field All Our Mob, and then came to Lander, and last is Blue Boss.
Wowee, this is what you call class. Let's watch the replay. Did he last? I think he did, but let's pick it up. That's Al Mace K in front, the brilliant 3-year-old, and then Mick Dittman on Cut It Rough, the 5-year-old, coming at him. It was apparent a long way from home that Cut Up Rough, when he got out, was going to be the main danger. Our Mace K fighting back valiantly. Cut Up Rough wasn't going to get him. Then he made a dive right near the post. But gee, when they stop it there, perhaps our Mace K, you've got to allow for the angle. I always remember when I was wrong in Viander Cross's race at Caulfield, but they're very, very close together there. Viander Cross in the Caulfield Cup, just beaten by Menarism wide on the track. But there, it does look like, because the horses are so close together, that our Mace K has just prevailed over Cut Up Rough. We'll have the official result down the line when you see more on the Wide World of Sports.
On the special
with the numbers, our Mace K $2 even and $1.30, Cut Up Rough $1.90, and You Remember $4.10. Now there is a grand final berth awaiting the winner of this afternoon's AFL match between...
Well, I've got to say You Beauty a few more times today yet. We've got to keep reinvesting. Play it up, boy. Number 1, Irish Rod at $8. Ardide at $17. Grand Connection at $13. Joy Denise favourite at $2.90. I've had half my winnings on Electronic. She's showing at $4.50. Odds of 7-2, Shane Dye the rider. Western Approach at $21, Popstream at $15, Critical Point and Ceto Fluarian the same price, Beloco at $31, Shirley's Delight $67, Trista King is out, K Canay at $41, and Bear, the very interesting thing is there's 12 runners, Gay Waterhouse trained 6 of them.
You figure she's got a chance of getting a place. Go on, you can. Thanks, and Max, I'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks very much, Bear. Now to
Number 1 Irish Rod at $8, Ardide at $17, Grand Connection at $13, Joy Denise out to $3 now, odds of 2-1. 3.5 to 1 My Tip Electronic, $4.50, $17 Western Approaches, 21 Popstream. Moves for the next 2 horses. Critical Point at $9.50, Ceto Fluarian back out to $10, $31 for Beloco, 100 to 1 Shirley's Delight, Trista King is out, and K Canay is a 50 to 1 chance. They're moving into the barrier. The man to call the action is the best there is, John Tapp.
And it does look very murky overhead at Randwick. Conditions not nearly as bright as they were when racing commenced. This is the Japan Trophy. It's a Group 3 race, 2,400 metres, and Gay Waterhouse has no less than 6 runners engaged. And it is a veritable equine army representing the Gay Waterhouse stable. 1 scratching, a field of 12 to run. So Gay has 50% of the runners. Now the last couple have moved up. Pop's Dream stands well. No, she had the head over to the side momentarily, is now steadied. And they're off and running. Good start. Came out in a nice even line, and it's nigh impossible to find an early leader. Western Approaches and Electronic with Ceto Flaurian crossing over. K Cornet is there, and Critical Point on the extreme outside. Ardide is going to settle down just off the pace. Larry Olsen giving Joie Denise plenty of time to find her feet on the fence. Irish Rod on her outside, followed by Grand Connection, and then Shirley's Delight and Beloco, and out the back is Pop's Dream. On the turn out of the straight past the 2,000 mark, Western Approaches taken on by K Cornet, who's anxious to go faster. Critical Point is now getting into a perfect posse. 1 off the fence on the outside of Electronic, a length to Ceto Flaurian. Joie Denise midfield on the fence. Ardide at the moment is 3 wide and being allowed to take closer order. Grand Connection 3 deep is tracking up behind Ardide. Then Irish Rod on the outside of Shirley's Delight, followed by Beloco and Pop's Dream. To the back, 1,500 out, and K Cornet's rider goes for the doctor. Kicked away to lead by more than 2 lengths to Ardide, getting to second. second on the outside of Western Approaches. Critical Point is a length away, getting a cushy run. Electronic on the fence, got eased a little bit there. Might have brushed the running rail, Electronic. And there's Grand Connection taking off around the outside in a race of changes. New leader now. Grand Connection is just shading K Cornet. Again, K Cornet takes a narrow lead, however. Western Approaches in third spot, Ardede fourth, and then Electronic followed by Ceto Flarian. Critical Point on the outside. A bunching field. Joie Denise on the fence and is going to need a bit of luck in the run, followed by Irish Rort. Further back, Shirley's Delight, and then Beloco and Pop's Dream is last in a packing field as they go around that top corner. K Cornet about a head on Grand Connection. Western Approaches third, Ardede fourth. Critical Point about to go up three deep. Then Electronic on the fence, followed by Ceto Flarian, Irish Rort. Joie Denise is getting shuffled back into the field. She'll need a heap of luck now, followed by Shirley's Delight and Beloco, and they're tightly bunched at the 600 mark. Grand Connection the leader. Western Approaches going to second, Ardede third, then K Cornet. Electronic is flat to the boards, followed by Critical Point. Pop's Dream is taking off from last, right around the outside, and further back Ceto Flarian and Joie Denise behind a bunch of horses coming over the rise. Grand Connection the leader over Western Approaches. Electronic on the fence, running on gamely, and then Ardede followed by Ceto Flarian and Joie Denise. Western Approaches just the leader over Grand Connection, and Electronic with 100 to go. The big chestnut Western Approaches is clear, and Western Approaches for Chris Muntz is drawing away and wins the Japan Trophy. I think Electronic got up for second, Grand Connection third, and Gay Waterhouse trifected it. Irish Rort fourth, followed by Ceto Flarian. Beloco, forget about Joie Denise, she had no luck in the race. From Critical Point, Pop's Dream, Shirley's Delight, and the last couple of K Cornet and Ardede.
You're so unbelievable.
And the numbers 6, 5 and 3. Western Approaches 16.40 and 4.90. Electronic $1.70. Grand Connection 3.60 and a Gay Waterhouse trifecta. Scores in the AFL.
Thanks, Bear. Second placing was no good to me. I might get square here on Baryshnikov. Number one, Jean, the Melbourne Cup winner, is the hot favourite at $2 exactly. Unsolved at $31 on the Victorian tab. Doremus at 25 to 1 chance. Blevik at 4 to 1 or $5. Baryshnikov second favourite, $4.50. Mick Dittman the jockey. Shaskay $17, 13 for Storm, 67 for Sir Boom, and $10 for Boart. Thanks, Bear.
Go on, you can. Thank you very much. And Kenny Sutcliffe.